Hello, 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 everybody. It is Moko here with another reading for you guys. And this time, you guys have been asking about this guy since last year, and I have to be honest, I haven't had any pull to him, but now after this whole spitgate drama, I guess it's time to do him. So I'm talking about Harry Styles. I'm going to be asking more questions about him. But after the spitgate stuff happened, what happened between he and Chris Pine, what's going on with he and Olivia Wilde, and also a lot of fans just want to know everything they want to know about him. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, first, so I gathered these questions from a lot of people, so this is probably going to be a pretty long reading. But first, of course, you guys want to know about his real personality. So let's see what's going on with Mr. Harry Styles. What's going on with Mr. Harry Styles? Oh, by the way, so I don't follow 1D. I know who Zayn and Harry are, but that's basically it. I don't know if he's like a non-binary person. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him he. Sorry if you're offended, but it makes it easier on me, honestly. Okay, Mr. Harry Styles. What is yep, I'm picking up on him. um, boy. Ooh, boy. Oh gosh. This okay, hold on. Let me move this around. What is okay. So I've seen him wear some questionable clothing, but that's basically all I know about him. And it seems like I think he's one of like similar to Ezra Miller, he's one of the non-binary guys, maybe, or something. I don't know. What it's showing me here is that he doesn't fucking know what he's about. Sorry for cursing so early into the video. He doesn't know what he's about. He seriously doesn't. So if anyone thinks that he's like faking it or if he's queer baiting or something, no, he's not. He really doesn't know. That's interesting. Unlike with Ezra Miller, like he has some things going on, but he knows that he's a man. Harry Styles, no. I mean, I don't know him. I don't read anything about him besides Spitgate. But like, if he says that he's unsure about his sexuality or his gender or whatever, he seriously does not know. And there's something about his stage persona where I feel like people think that he does a lot of things just for the money. It's possible, but again, like he just doesn't know where he is in life, honestly. I don't really think he knows what he wants to do. Because later on I'm going to ask him about acting versus music. I don't think he really knows what he wants to do, what he wants to say to people. He's just somebody who's like really up in the air. And I do feel like he actually is going through like a tough, difficult time. Let me draw some more cards because now this is interesting me. Oops. Okay. So, again, similar to Ezra Miller, he's psychic. I asked it specifically. There's like a certain vibe that I get from some of these celebrities, and for him, I picked him up. I picked up on him really, really well. No, he for sure is psychic. And normally I don't read reversals, but it looks like whatever he thought that his solo career would be, it's not what he thinks it is. And I also feel like he's not as confident as people think he is. So again, like he actually is really confused. More specifically, he's confused about the image he wants to project to the public. He really is. Oh wow, I'm surprised by that. Okay, so there's that. And I for whatever reason, well, I am going to ask a question about One Direction, because some of the fans wanted to know. But I asked about his public persona when it comes to One Direction. I don't know how or why they broke up. Or are they officially broken up? But he it looks like he was like usually the positive person, I guess, like the positive talkative one who was laughing all the time. But I feel like, do some people blame him for One Direction breaking up? Because that's kind of what it seems like. Like, it seems like people think that he stabbed somebody else in the back and he was the one who left the group, and then that's why they broke up. That's kind of what it seems like to me from these cards. I don't know if it's true, but it looks like some people view him as that. And they're also telling me that he was a little bit of a Devo in the group, that he was positive. He was very carefree, more carefree than he is now, by the way. He was very carefree, but it looks like he was sometimes too dramatic, you know? So very interesting. And then I asked, how is he in his personal life? He is bisexual. He is bisexual. He is a lover. He does love people. I see that he's a generous person, but he's indecisive. He doesn't know how to make up his mind. It takes him a long time. Yeah, he really is confused. I know a lot of people think that when folks, especially men, come out by saying like, I'm non-binary, I'm fluid, I'm this, I'm that, that they think that, you know, they're just using those labels as a way to, you know, seek privilege, I guess. I don't know, but in his case, it really does seem like he just doesn't know. He doesn't know. So interesting. All right, let's get into his shadow side. So let's see what is going on with Harry's shadow side. I'm picking up on him really well. I'm telling you, this guy is psychic. This is something that I've noticed about people who are like non-binary, or some of them may have some mental issues. I'm not saying he does. Is a lot of them are kind of dealing with psychic activity, and they can't really, it seems like they don't know how to separate themselves from other people. So don't flame me, but this is just what I've seen in my work so far, that a lot of the people who are like very fluid in life and also creative, a lot of them have really strong psychic energy. They just don't know how to handle it. Same with Ezra Miller. I know. Same with Ezra Miller. Just look at the video. So Harry Styles. I'm looking at his eyes now. I also want to add another question someone asked. My goodness. Look at this. No, he's psychic. Okay. So, his shadow side. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I was prepared to kind of dislike him because there's something about his face that I don't like. I can't be judgmental like that, but no, not bad at all. But I think his shadow side is that he's very immature right now, but he can grow into such a positive force. It's just he does not know where he's going. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. I kind of feel like I know this is going to sound crazy, but let me add something else. Listen, this is going to sound nuts, but if Harry is still famous, like, I don't know, 15 years down the line, I would not be surprised if he comes out as trans. It does seem like he has some serious questions about his identity. A lot of people probably think that he's faking it, but I don't. From these cards, I don't think he's faking it. I think that he's like, oh, like he, okay, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. If he ever comes out as trans, I think that he would be like a real for real trans person and not somebody who's like doing it for attention. I really do. Right now he still comes across as masculine, but later on in the future, I see so much femininity in him, and that like eventually he's going to embrace it. Whether or not he like actually comes out and say that this is what he wants, I think people are going to see that around him. And once he embraces that feminine part of himself, he'll be less angry, you know. But I think I'm putting it out there. If this video, if YouTube is still a platform in 15 or whatever years, come back to this video, guys. I know it sounds crazy. All right, so someone asked, so that's like his shadow side. I don't see anything negative here. He's a lover. He loves people, male and female, in between, whatever. He loves people. This guy's psychic, and I think this guy may be trans, but he just doesn't know it yet, or maybe he just doesn't want to come out and say it yet, you know, and like jeopardize his career or something. So anyway, so that's out of the way. And I asked, like his spiritual energy. Poor baby. Poor baby. He got the Tower, which is not an inherently negative card, but it can be negative because some people resist change, and I think with him is he is resisting a little bit, but and I think like more bad news is going to come out about him. I'm filming this on Thursday, September 8th, by the way, and I did see that Chris Pine's people, they said that the claims of him being spat on are ridiculous, but I think Harry's going to receive more and more negative press. He's going to feel more and more pressure to conform or to be a certain way. It's this energy is going to be around him for a while, but eventually, in his aura, spirit, whatever you want to call it, eventually it's going to change. It's going to change, and it's going to be beautiful. He's going to receive a lot of healing. His energy in this lifetime, it's going to receive a lot of healing, and whatever he needs to embrace in the end, this is nudity, I don't know if it needs to be covered. Whatever it is, his femininity that he needs to embrace in the end, he's going to do it in this lifetime. So that's why I said I feel like he may come out as trans eventually, or if he doesn't say anything, people may just see that there's something different, more calm, more grounded, more feminine about him. So shadow side, perfect. I'm surprised. Rarely happens with men, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, next let's ask about Harry's career. So people want to know what's going on with his career, music versus acting. How did he feel about One Direction while he was in it, and I think after he's out? Also, what is his current relationship with his former group members? I need to look up who the group members are. And did he and Zayn really have a falling out? Okay. So first, let's ask, what's going on with Harry's career in general? Let's see the energy of his career in general. Overall, his music career is fine. Yeah, his music career is fine. Overall, he's pleased with it. Overall, especially the level of fame. Music, well, not his music career, but career overall. Music is for sure his first love. and I feel like it's going to be something that he's going to hold on to. I don't really see him leaving music anytime soon. And even when things get tough, I feel like because he actually loves the music, he's going to continue to push for it, even if he faces roadblocks. Acting, on the other hand, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. So he may have a complex about his acting. And again, it just feels like he's just not that confident there. He feels, and I feel like he may be typecasted as well. I don't know how many movies he's been in, but based on a couple, he may end up being typecasted, and it's something that he is afraid of happening to him. So I think what he needs to do is he needs to make smarter choices with the roles that he goes for, in order to avoid being typecasted. But I still feel like people don't really take him seriously as an actor, and that whatever jobs he does get, it's going to be very much the same, you know. But either way, I feel like he would still get jobs as an actor, but music is what he should focus on, really. And it's what makes him happy. So just focus on what makes you happy rather than trying to be something that you're not. Next, I want to ask, how did he feel about One Direction when he was there versus how he feels now? Damn. Listen, his energy is just, it's like no nonsense. Like he's giving me the tea. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he did like One Direction. He did mostly enjoy being a member. It's just that the group wasn't what he thought it was going to be. The group wasn't what he thought it was going to be at all. He felt dissatisfied with it. There were other things that he wanted to do, so he just chose to leave. You know, it was a nice adventure while it lasted. That's kind of the energy that he's giving me, and he just chose to like, well, I'm gonna go out on my own. As for how he sees it now, this is actually quite positive. Honestly, I would not be surprised if they get back together. That's kind of why I asked, are they really broken up? Because I didn't feel like they were broken up. It felt more like just separated. But no, this looks like they're going to have a reunion of some sort, and probably like a world tour. Is going to be very successful. I don't know how soon this will happen, but no, I actually think that he feels positively about it. Like there's a lot of money to be had as well, but I also feel like he wants to rejoin his members eventually. So eventually they're definitely going to release a new album, or really just go on tour or something like that, and it's gonna make everybody a lot of money, and a lot of fans will be happy about it. So that's something that's definitely happening. I just don't know when. So next, let's see how he feels about the current members now and what happened between he and Zayn. So I know I'm gonna butcher these names. I know I am. So let's see, how does he feel about Louis Tomlinson. Sorry guys, I'm old. How does he feel about Louis? And what about Niall, Liam, and well, I guess Zayn isn't a member anymore, but Zayn. Well, there's your answer about that. Looks like he is very close to Louis, whatever his name is. He still speaks to Liam, and Neil. It's whatever. I don't really see them being like super close right now, but it's not bad or anything. Zayn though, there's a history there. There's a history there. Oh my gosh. This is like a feeling of being betrayed. Okay, so let's ask. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is sad. This is kind of sad. So it looks like um I think hold on. Let me ask another question. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Um wow. This is making me sad. I didn't expect to actually like reading on Harry. But this is actually making me sad. So it looks like it does look like they were friends, guys. Um and it does look like they're not really on speaking terms, and even if they do speak, there's like a lot of heaviness in the air. There's a lot of strain on the relationship, and there's like a lot of hurt feelings, of course, but it looks like they haven't really talked about what made them feel hurt. And it does look like somebody feels like they were betrayed. I feel like Harry is the one who feels like Zayn betrayed him and left him. That's what it seems like. And I did ask if there was something romantic going on. It's like, no, it's not romantic. These they were just friends. And it looks like Harry was the one who seemed to be like the one who would go to Zayn if there was a problem. He was the one who would go to Zayn to try to make things, to try to smooth things over, to apologize or whatever. And even though it seems like Harry feels like Zayn is the one who betrayed him, it does look like Harry wants to apologize, or maybe he has tried to apologize and Zayn sort of like just blocked him out or something. Because I asked how because to be fair, I asked Zayn how does he feel about Harry, and Zayn is sort of like meh. Like they're and the feeling that I get from Zayn is that sometimes he can be very measured, but there's like an aloof feeling, a cutoff feeling, but then other times like it's not necessarily a temper. It's more like he kind of bottles his emotions down so much that at a certain point it's going to come out, and it comes out in a burst, and then he kind of behaves irrationally a little bit. So I feel like this is probably why he was the one who would try to smooth things over, to make peace first. Because Zayn, he seems like somebody who is just like either off or on, and that's it. Yeah, and I also feel like Zayn is kind of possessive too, and that I did a really quick reading on him and Gigi. Actually I don't know which Hadid sister he's with. I did a reading on him. He seems very impulsive and possessive, so that's his problem. But Harry, like I do feel like Harry wants the relationship to return, and he wants to spend time with Zayn, but it's like, is it worth it? That's kind of the question that he's asking. But it does feel like he does want to be friends with Zayn again, and it does seem like it hurts him that they're not speaking. But yeah, oh my gosh, this made me feel so sad. I don't even know these guys. All right, so let's get to his relationship. And before I get to the relationship, I want to ask about Olivia Wilde very quickly. I think there's something going on with her husband or ex-husband or something. I don't know. I'm not going to ask questions about that because I don't care, to be quite honest. And it seems like a lot of fans don't really care about her either. So let's ask about her personality. What's going on with Olivia? She's a spitfire. She's a spitfire. She has children, right? She's definitely a spitfire. She has a temper. She has a temper, and she has a way with words. Her energy is kind of similar to, not really, but in terms of the temper and the things that they say, it's very similar to Johnny Depp. And that, like, I feel like she can be a lovable person. She can be very lighthearted, joking, really creative. and she can be cute, but if you get on her bad side, she can cut you down. Okay, like that's the part that's similar to Johnny Depp. Um, uh, she's also somebody who doesn't really know what the future holds for her. So she like women. Yeah, she is somebody who thinks in the long term, but at this time she doesn't really know what she wants to do. I think she likes. Hold on, let me see. I think she likes women. I think she likes women too, but she's like taking a break right now. But in the future, we'll probably see her with a woman. Okay, so let's ask questions about the relationship. My gosh, why is it so easy to pick up on these people? They are too wide open. They need to take a lesson from Beyonce, because Beyonce was hard as hell. She really was. Um, Interesting. Is she older than him? Um, why am I asking the question as if you guys are here? Um, looks like no. He really likes her. He really does like her, and I would not be surprised if like they've talked about marriage or like their ideas of marriage or what a marriage would look like between the two, because well, first of all, it feels like she's older than him. It feels like she's more masculine than he is. So like the gender roles are reversed here, where he's the feminine and she's the masculine. And she comes across as very bossy. It may not look like that on the outside, but she really does come across as very bossy, and like whatever she says goes for the most part. Like again, I saw that she can be bubbly and lovable and funny and really cute and whatever, but like she is a woman of steel, okay? Like she does comes across as like, I wear the pants and that's that. So she found the perfect person in Harry. I don't know if they're the same age. I'm guessing he may be younger, because I know I remember hearing about Olivia Wilde years and years before One Direction even was a thing. So I feel like she could be older. And even if she isn't older, she has like, she's the one on top in that relationship basically. And it does look like she cares about Harry, but it seems like I don't know. I feel like this relationship will not last that long. Like I would not be surprised if they talk marriage or what it would look like, but I kind of feel like she's kind of like moving on. And like eventually she may go back to somebody that she used to date in the past. Whereas with Harry, he feels quite happy right now. And he really likes her, but I do feel like he's not that satisfied with the relationship. And I also feel like there's a possibility that this could be like an open relationship or something, where there's sort of an understanding between them. And I think this is what they're talking about when they talk about a marriage of some sort, where like it would have to be open if this happens between us, because it looks like he is entertaining other women, possibly, and that she is already talking to somebody else herself. So this could also be just them being broken up. So anyway, or like on the rocks. Anyway, I asked why do they get together, and it looks like they were just like in a bad place with their other partners, and they just decided to hook up and asked about the energy now, and it looks like there's a lot of conflicting energy here. So these are people who don't actually care for them as a couple, and they're kind of like criticizing them and like are they even together, are they broken up, blah blah blah. But this is also them fighting amongst each other. So again, like even though I see happiness right now, it looks like they're not that compatible really. And then I asked 6 months, what is it going to be? They're probably going to be on a break. Or it's possible that they'll break up and then get back together, or she moves on to somebody from the past and then she goes back to him. Like it's some on and off type of thing. But it looks like in 6 months they're going to be off. So interesting relationship, you know. I don't yuck somebody's yum, whatever. Whatever. Okay. So people want to know what is going on with Chris Pine, and a situation between Pugh, oh gosh, I forgot her first name. You guys know who I'm talking about. And Wilde, is it true that they have a disagreement? So first, let's ask, what is going on with this movie? This movie seems to be indulged. I think Olivia Wilde is the director. It seems to be like very indulgent for her. I don't know. I don't know how well the movie is going to do. This seems like a passion project for her that just is kind of bloated. All right, so let's see. And how does Florence, that's her name. How does Olivia feel? Well, first of all, let me ask, you know, let's ask about Florence first. She looks like somebody who should not be fucked with. Florence, how you doing? Super successful. She's so confident. She's very confident. So, yep, it's true. They are in competition. They are in competition. Olivia does not like Florence. No, the issue is coming from Olivia's side. Well, first of all, it looks like Florence feels like she has not been paid enough for this bullshit. That's what she feels like. And she's also somebody who doesn't take any shit. So it makes sense. They both have very strong characters. Florence comes across as a little bit softer, more emotionally mature than Olivia does. Whereas Olivia is like my way or the highway. I'm the executive and that's it. That's how Olivia comes across in my cards. And it looks like even though Florence does have, like, Florence has a boss bitch energy, but she's more gentle about it. She doesn't lord over people with it. But she's somebody where, don't fuck with me. Like, they both have the same cards, where she's just like, I'm nice, but don't fuck with me. And I do think that they had an exchange of words. They had quite a few arguments here. But it looks like Olivia feels like she's in direct competition with Florence. That's what the issue is. She's happy with her as an actress, but she's like, I'm not going to work with her again. That's what it seems like. There was a disagreement there. There has been a falling out. It is very true. But the funny thing is that Florence, it's like for her, like she said her piece. She stood up for herself, and now she's like, okay, let's move on. Like she feels like somebody who doesn't hold a grudge, whereas Olivia does. Olivia does not want to work with her again. Even though she respects her as an actress, and she's like, oh, she did make this character or whatever come to life the way that I want it to happen. But she's just like, nope, don't want to work with her again. So that is very true. Okay, now let's see what's going on with the guys. Now, you guys want to know something? The one thing I was shocked by was how Chris Pine looks. Like, I don't follow him. The last thing I saw him in was Star Trek, and he used to be so fine. And like now, I don't know what's happening with the hair. I don't know what's going on. He looks like the dad from the OC. I forgot that guy's name, but he has beautiful eyebrows. So let's see. First let's ask. Listen, so like I said, I'm filming this on September 8th, right? So this is what, a day or two after the Spit Chronicle happened. And when I Googled some of these photos, I saw that Chris's team said that the speculation is absolutely ridiculous. No, it's not. Okay? No, it's not. So I'm not sure if an actual, like, if saliva actually left Harry's mouth, but he definitely wanted saliva to leave his mouth. Like I don't know if he was trying to like make Chris flinch or something like that, or to just get a reaction out of him, but he did do something. And he did mean to do it. He did mean to like punk him or whatever to get a reaction out of him. So I don't know if it was actual spit or if it was just air, but he wanted it to seem like he spat on him. If spit didn't actually happen, he did that. He did it on purpose, guys. In terms of how does Chris feel about Harry, he doesn't like his ass. He doesn't like his ass. He thinks that Harry's a little shit. I don't know what happened on that set. I kind of feel like Harry joking around too much kind of did it for Chris, where he's just like, I don't, so it's not like hate, like all the way hate. It's more like some, like he doesn't really know what to make of the guy, but he also, I think in Chris's mind, he feels like Harry's a bit of a narcissist. So he doesn't really care for him, and will probably not speak to him or work with him after this. In terms of how Harry feels about Chris, like it's similar to how Zayn feels about Harry, where he's just like, whatever, I don't really care. But it's not, for him, it's not really serious. Like I feel like he was kind of trolling, or he was kind of joking around, but he did want to like not mark his territory, but sort of like make a stance or stand up to Chris. But it showed up in a very childish way. And I don't know, I feel like, so I'm not sure if they acted in the movie together, or if they're like if they had a lot of scenes together, but I also feel like Harry felt that Chris was like looking down on him a little bit. So like that's kind of what he wanted to do. Or like Chris may have said some things that made him feel like he was less than, and that's why he wanted to like play a little prank on him. So anything else you want to tell me about these two guys? Oh, hold on. Does it have anything to do with Florence? I feel like it does. I do feel like there have been a lot of fights on that set. I do. It has something to do with Florence too. Florence as well as Olivia. So it's mostly like I think they're like defending the two women. That's what it is. They're defending the two women. There really isn't like too much real beef between them. It's about the women. All right. Well, that's it, guys. What a wild ride of a reading. I'm glad that I finally did it. Harry's not that bad. He can be a little shit sometimes, but he's not that bad. And mark my words, if he's still famous in 20 years, he's probably going to come out as trans. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Bye. If you would like a personal reading from me, then please go to my website at www.tarotbymoko.com and click on the Book a Reading button from the homepage. From there, you will be redirected to my shop, which includes categories for career, future forecasts, general inquiries,
love and relationships, personal growth, as well as options for expedited delivery. I have a spread for almost every occasion, but of course, love and relationships is the most popular, with readings for your future partner, no contact, will you ever find love, how does your crush feel, as well as sugar daddies. And if you do not feel comfortable purchasing from my website, then you can find me on Etsy under the same name, Tarot by Moko, where I have the same exact readings that I have on my website. And for those of you who would like to learn how to read the tarot, then just visit my blog, and there you will find a series called Learn Tarot with Me. There, I will provide definitions for the cards, as well as tips and tricks to help you become more intuitive with your tarot reading. All right, thank you guys so much for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.